Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. In the last episode, we built the new metro line. In fact, the last episode was me showing you the new metro line, the Shamrock line. On top of that, what have I done since then? Oh, I built the South Loop. So the one I showed you was the Shamrock line. Which, if we go over here, you can see is the outside one. I went ahead myself and did the South Loop line, and you can see it's very, very popular. All these trains run full. You see 100 people waiting at that stop, 214 at that stop, so that train's going to have to be made longer. 160 odd there. And look at this as well, the number of people wanting to move around the city. It's jaw-droppingly large, these numbers. I've also done some work back at the hub in terms of metro. You can see here we got these trains lingering about. What's basically happened here is we got a queue for vehicles waiting to go in the depot, and that's fine. That's not a problem because the way I've rebuilt this stops it from affecting the rest of the line. So here, for example, trains queue, but not to the point where they're blocking other junctions like this. So that's quite beneficial. There's a bit of queuing going on here, but nothing major. Trains should be able to run straight through without causing too many problems. So I'm sort of distracted here, wondering what the heck's going on. You can see even here, there's so many people waiting to move around the city. It's just fantastic to see that this system actually works. And works well too, it must be said. Works very well. All these trains set off on their own individual journeys. Trains arriving again off the loops. It's all looking cool. One thing I have done with the Shamrock line is it used to terminate here. Or I think it was this one actually. You can see that's now unassigned again. And the reason that is unassigned again is because I built a new loop. So what happens now is they come off onto what used to be the depot entrance road, and then at the last second they veer off onto this loop here, which takes them underneath these tracks. There's a link to it from the depot as well, but that's not used yet. And then they come to a new stop here. Just a generic stop. Basic, no lights or timetables or anything like that. But it is quite popular, as you can see. 86 people waiting to get on board. There is another spur line that goes off and joins this main loop here again, but like with the first little section here, it's unused at this stage. It's just there for like backup options kind of thing. Decided, you know, there's so much room we've got underground, might as well exploit it. However, the trains on the Shamrock line, they stop here, they pick up passengers, they then loop round underneath the main running line again, come out onto the main running line here, and then they go back into the original platform where they picked up passengers from, and it means they can do several loops. And I actually think that's more beneficial than how it currently is. So that's been rejigged and redone. South Loop at the moment still terminates. Where is it? Over here. Because I mean, I could use the loop for that, I suppose, and just have it go straight round and not stop. I might do that actually. I might do that. But you can see there's so many passengers waiting for all of these metro lines now. The Jade line not so much. In fact, the Emerald line not so much. But I think there's more. I don't know actually. I don't know what the reason is behind that. But you know, there are still lots of people being moved around the city. You can see here there's 129 people waiting there. Is this train running full? It is not. There's plenty of room. That should fill up to capacity now. There you go, 150 people on board. I've expanded these trains. I think you saw me do that. What else has been done? I think that's it actually. Just this little bit. One other thing I did do actually was this avenue here is now 1 block longer, and the trams now emerge from underground 1 street later. And I did that because there was so much congestion on these 2 junctions here. I saw it as a necessity really, so that's now been done. So the trams stay underground for a little bit longer on this side than they do on this side. But I think that was the case anyway. In fact, it's only 1 block longer. It was perfectly symmetrical before. Oh well. Trams themselves. Let's go and see popularity. Actually, the tram is the 3rd highest, and it's larger than the bus and the trolley combined. So that's pretty good. The metro now being the highest, of course, and the monorail in a close second. And in fact, the monorail, I'm thinking of running more trains, because you look at some of these stops. This one here, for example, there's 200 people waiting to get on the monorail, which is an absurd amount. And over here as well, 257. Here, there's 67. Even down in this section of the city, there's quite a few people waiting. So I think it's time to... in fact, do you know what? I am so very tempted. So very tempted to extend the orange line again. And I think I shall. So let's do that. Let's go onto the orange line. Let's close the orange line. And then let's delete all of its stops. Like so. And now what we're going to do, hopefully we have the budget for this as well actually, because it'll be a bit awkward if we don't. We're going to delete this loop. Like so, and we're going to delete this bit like that. We're going to go back into monorail track, there. And we're going to start building, if it lets me, this new section of track, and it's going to run along like this, straight across here. I could try and squeeze it through that gap, but I can't quite see it working, so we'll do our best there. Yeah, see, it's got rid of the whole lot. Oh well. It's then going to run along this way, straight across this road like this. It's then going to curve. Let's see, where's my target? My target is over there. So actually, the smart thing to do would be to have it run very, very close to this avenue. Like this. And then when it gets into this part of the city, turn this way. I think there. So we could have a new interchange with the Alizarin line. That'd be cool. And then... oh, we're out of funds. Right, let's end this here for now. Watch all the lovely buildings that we've worked hard to build up get destroyed. I wonder if you guys can work out what it is I want to do yet. This is going to be a cool idea if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to look like such an idiot. I think it's going to work though. I can't see why it wouldn't work. And it'd be a really, really cool way to join up 2 monorail lines outside of the hub. Be an innovative way of doing it. Thinking about it. Right, is there a way I can raise some more funds? I don't think there is, to be honest. Just gonna have to... I could build that bit in like that and ignore that really ugly kinked bit there. So I can have it at this point running straight along this street. At least we're raising money quite quickly. We should still be raising money quickly. In fact, I think we're earning more in profit now than we were before we took out the massive loans to build the metro with. I spent a lot on new trains as well. I bought new trains for the trams, both the Alizarin line and the Carmine line, I believe we did it for. I didn't do it with the Maroon line because I think we're fine for vehicles on that line. I'm very tempted to invest in some new buses as well, because I think we could do with some bigger buses. Because eventually we're going to have more and more people. Hopefully we're going to have more and more people running along the bus lines to get to and from the hub, now that the hub opens up new areas of the city. So you can now travel to South Island, for example, on the metro. And you can also travel round some of City West, not all of it, but some of it. So, you know, we're opening up new options, and hopefully people already in the centre of the city will then start to use the transport methods to get around to other parts of the city, rather than drive. Because that's the overall goal for me, is to get all the cars off the road. That would be perfect. How long does it take to earn some money, eh? I think another loan could help. Again, if it lets us. I think 200,000 would be enough. 200,000 should be enough. I'll be dismayed if it isn't. Right. So we're going to run the line straight along here like this. To there. And then we're going to run like that. And then we're going to curve this upwards to about there, like that. And then we're going to take single track, and we're going to go one, like this, and then one from about, about here, like that. That's at this end. And then over this side, I'm going to have a bit doing that. Does that look okay? I think that looks alright. Now we're going to build a street. Let's do this one. Just have it go in a straight line across, like so. Now we're going to go stations. Nice expensive monorail station, like that. And actually either side of this. So one there. Just have it run up in a straight line like so, and then one here, straight line like so. We still got one shelter there, we got the other shelter there, so it's just this one I need to redo. Like that. Upgrade these ones if they haven't already been done. Looks like they have been done. Awesome. And then over here, put these ones in. One there like that. One there like that. That one should already be done, and it is. Fantastic. Let's do one there. One there. And then one there and there. And then another pair. One there. One there. I think there's a gap in the track here somewhere, is there? Maybe there isn't. Why is that platform so short then? How odd. Let's do it like that over the road. Bit of an overlap, but what the hey. Right, and then we'll have another one. There and there. Ticket price is too high, really? I'll have to address that issue. That's gone completely wrong. Let's just draw a random. random curved road like that. Bit like that. Delete that little section there. Have we lost our shelters? Looks like we have. That's strange. Put these back in. Like so. Hopefully these ones are still okay. Yep. Right. Pop these stations in. One on either side of this road. There we go. And then 2 more. 1 there and 1 there. Awesome. The new orange line. With the new triangle junction over here. If I could, I would rebuild that little bit there. But I think that'll interfere with the Tangerine Line? Yeah, it must be Tangerine Line. Yeah, it'll interfere with the Tangerine Line a little too much, so we won't bother with that. Some sharp corners there as well, actually. Might need to re-evaluate that a little later on. Right. Time to build the orange line again. So where are we? Here we are. Depot. And then right out the outside here. Stop there. Over the middle bit there. Straight down this avenue. Of course, all the people who were waiting from the metro have now been lost, so my next plan might not actually be that feasible right now. We'll have a look, we'll see. You never know. Right. On there. We're on the new section now. Definitely on the new section now. On there. Goodness, I'm losing where I'm going. On there. Now we join up with the existing Tangerine Line. Stop there. Stop there. Into the industrial section. I'm not actually sure how many people would take the monorail to work, but you never know. There might be 1 or 2. I don't see why it's a bad thing. You know, we got lots and lots of people moving around by metro and trolley and tram, so I don't see why the monorail would be such a bad idea. Right, hopefully I haven't missed any stops out. If I have, I'm sure someone will tell me. Last one here. And, oops, there. And then back to base. Open that. Right, next thing we're going to do is go into the timetable, get up all 3 of these, and we're going to change the timings of the trains again. So now every half hour, no matter what time of day, and then during the rushes there's 1 every 15 minutes. So we're now going to copy these from the Tangerine Line, which I think I've just gone past. There it is. We'll do this as a trial. If we need to increase it even more, we'll do during the rush hour 1 every 10 minutes, and then the rest of the time 1 every 15 minutes. And it's just to keep people moving. And then to compensate for that, new trains. Another 15 of these. In fact, you know what? We'll go straight into that idea now. And then we'll call this an episode once I've finished doing this. So, during the day, a train every 15 minutes, and then during the hour, the rush hours, one every 10 minutes. And then here, 15 minutes. In fact, I could do this one every 20 minutes. And then at night time, one every half an hour. That is a lot of trains. So we could end up with a depot full of vehicles to accommodate that. Might have to change the line running from the hub to the depot, just so we haven't got trains waiting to enter the depot, blocking trains waiting to go to the hub. No passengers waiting here yet for the Orange Line. There's quite a few waiting here for the Tangerine Line. And that's when it starts to be justified. You can see there's always people waiting. Like this train's full and it's left passengers behind, 80 passengers behind there. To have another train right up its backside isn't such a bad thing. So we should have trains coming out now. We don't seem to have trains coming out now. Tell you what we'll do. I think you have to do this anyway. I've noticed this a few times, especially with the trams. When I redid the trams, rebuilt the road, there was a lot of trams that were just sat in the middle of the road, not going anywhere, even though there was nothing blocking their way. And I think that was the principal reason. Right guys, 20 minutes has come and gone, so I think it's time this episode came to an end. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to this channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.